Hey guys, it's your girl T again. I'm wearing the same stuff, guys. I mean, I just recorded like the other video a couple minutes ago, but still, I just want to do this little quote, like that girl power type of quote, and it's real queens fix each other's crowns, and I think it has a lot to do with girls and women nowadays. Um, so many people just want to tear each other down. Like, if you really think about it, we're like in 2018, guys. I think it's time for us to be a little humble towards each other and just think about each other in a nice and kind and sweet way. Cause I mean, if we try to tear each other apart, what are we gonna have left? Like we talk so much about how guys and we are powerful and we can do things equally and stuff, but yet we have women in our society each and every single day that think they're better than us just because we're from a different country, or we're raised differently, or we look different, or why is our hair longer and why isn't your hair as long, or why do you look like this and we don't look like this. And I have to say that I really do like that quote, because we should be putting crowns on each other. We should be obviously not worshiping each other, but we should be, kind and sweet to one another. And I believe that the same thing would go for a guy. Obviously, you're not going to put a crown, well, a queen type of crown, but a king type of crown. We all got to be better as a society and be just together as a whole. And if we're not, then how can we create world peace? And I know most people might sit here and say, yeah, I mean, the world isn't a beauty pageant, obviously, but it doesn't have to be a beauty pageant for us to say we want world peace and we want the best for everyone and everything. I think we need to start being kind to one another, especially girls and females, because we say a lot of mean things at times, and not everyone is perfect. Regardless to everything, we all make mistakes and we're all human, and we all try to do the best that we can regardless, regardless of our situations in life and stuff. But I truly believe that we shouldn't sit here and tear each other apart. We're all one, we're all equal. Well, we all have the right to have the equal opportunity, and at times equal doesn't really mean fair, but it could be fair if we truly wanted it to be. There's a lot of feminists and a lot of sexists and a lot of other stuff that are going on in this world, and I feel like we should all gather up together and just say something nice. Look at someone and say, oh, your hair looks pretty today, or your makeup is flawless, or you know what, you're beautiful just the way you are. And I think by doing that, we can all gather up together, and if you say one kind thing to one person, it doesn't have to be the world, but just one person. There's a lot of bullying going on. I mean, I know summer is almost coming up, but still, if you really think about it, there's a lot of bullying. There's, whether it's face-to-face, on social media, or anything really, or just personal and texting and all that. We shouldn't be like that. There's no reason why to be like that. Just because you're from a different race or a different country, or you have better makeup on and you have the latest bestest Kylie Jenner type of makeup, and the other girl gets their makeup from Walmart, it doesn't matter. People try to do their best with what they can, and I think that's what we should try to do, us as females and women. We should all try to gather up together and encourage one another, because if not, who is going to encourage you? 9 out of 10, people are just always rude, or they're hurt. And not everyone in this world has a mom or a grandma to sit here and say, you're beautiful, eres linda, que bella, or you're, I love you just the way you are. Not everyone has that person to tell them that, or maybe some people just feel insecure and have anxiety, and they just feel like they can't be beautiful if they don't do something. And I mean, there's people that say, oh, I'm not beautiful, I don't have makeup on. I believe everyone is beautiful, whether you have makeup on, whether you got a pimple and you look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It does not matter, okay? You know, and so I think that should be the main focus within all of us. None of us are perfect. None of us will ever be 100% beautiful, because if the world were to be perfect and we were to all be the same, the world would basically be boring, because we're all the same. But the difference is that we're all unique in every single way. And I believe that we're like this for a reason. We may not be perfect and we may do mistakes, but each mistake and every aspect of our lives, you know, reflect in who we are. You know, just because we do one little thing wrong or bad, or according to that person is wrong or right, you know, it doesn't mean that you're just a terrible person automatically, you know. And a lot of people believe in their religions and gods and all that. But I have to say that just because you're from a certain country, a certain religion, if you're gay, trans, bisexual, straight, anything really, does not mean it's wrong or right. What you believe in is what you believe in. And that has nothing to do with who a person can be. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't be kind to one another just because one person believes in one god and the other one believes to worship a pig or something, or a person has hatred towards gay people and the other one believes no, we're all human, you know, which I believe we're all human, and you know, it's just who we are. We can't change that. And if you can reflect who you are because you're having people pushing you around to be who they want you to be, then what's the whole point of even living? If you can't be who you want to be, if you can't look how you want to look, if you can't say what you want to say, obviously don't sit here and say hurtful things, you know, because no. But doesn't mean you can't sit here and be kind to one another and put yourself to think, what if I just say one kind thing to one person? What if I just help out that one person that I feel that's in need? That one person that needs advice. If we can do that as the strong, independent women's we're trying to be in this world and we're trying to become, and it's 2018 and all that, and the same thing goes for males, you know, for guys. We should all help one another, and I think that's the start. It all starts within your household, and I know not everybody has the best households, because, you know, there's things that goes on, there's times that, you know, they're so hard and rough, and you wonder and you put yourself to think, what can I do? Why do I feel this way? Because at the end of the day, we all have feelings and emotions. But you got to think of the outcome. How many people tell you you look beautiful? Or how many people categorize you for who you are and who they want you to be? At the end of the day, you know, a lot of times people say, well, you're under my roof, so you need to do what I tell you. Or you're with me, so you need to be this certain way. Or we're in a group, and we're in a group of friends, so we all need to be this way. You can't dress a certain way because we're all a group, and we all need to dress basically the same way, and we all need to be a certain way. We can't represent ourselves in a bad way. Sometimes you just need to know how to act and when to act upon what you're trying to do and what you're trying to say. Obviously, if you're in a work area, you need to act educated and, you know, polite and kind to one another. It's a work area. School, there's a lot of bullying, there's a lot of bad stuff that are being said, a lot of stuff that are being shown. Why can't we change that? You know, a lot of people say, why can't my kid be like this person? Let me tell you one thing. If we were to all be the same, really think about it. If we were to all be the same, I don't know, life would be very, very different. If we were to all be the type to get straight A's, if we were all to be the type to do everything perfectly, if we were all be the type that, for good or for bad, we start rebelling on 5,000 stuff, or we get bad grades. The question is, who do you want to be? Or who are you trying to be? For good or for bad? I believe that everybody should strive as a goal. And you should, and I believe your goal should try to help one another little by little. For us as a society, as people of society or school or district or whatever, or County, I don't know, okay? I think we should all try to be helpful to one another, because you never know when you will need that hand and when you will need that person. And if we all help each other as strong, independent women that we are and we can be, and the same thing for guys, strong, independent men, you know, I think we will all have a very great society and a very great era or whatever it is. You know, a lot of people want to change. Well, it all starts with who we want to be and how we choose to present ourselves. You know, just because one person acts a certain way and says, oh, I'm so popular and I'm the best of the best, does not mean that they don't have a bad situation going on at home. And at times, even though it's hard, we got to look at the other point of view and say, hold up, why is this person like this? You know, I put myself to think like that at times. Why does this person act like this? Why can't they just try to be normal? But not everybody is normal. Not everybody has the same definition of normal. You know, not everyone has the same meaning of life. Some people look at things a different way than you. You know, there's some people that are more free and outgoing, as others are more to themselves and kept locked up. So yeah, so I think we should all not worship, but all be kind to one another and sweet to one another and encourage one another. And, you know, put a crown on each and everyone's head. Okay, no matter where you come from, no matter how you look, no matter if you're skinny, fat, tall, slim, short, I don't know, whatever it may be, you know, just because you don't have someone from an ideal person that you love or that you trying to be that person, the main key to loving yourself, I would think and I would say, is finding your inner beauty. You know, finding who you would, there's obviously somebody that you always would like to be, or let's just say the latest body, the hottest body, and for me, I find that body to be beautiful. I'm like, okay, I need that type of summer body. But everyone's different. We're not all gonna have the same type of body, okay? You know, you need to find the perfect within yourself. And I'm the type of person that I believe in God. You know, I respect if you don't. That's perfectly fine. But I mean, I do. And if we're chubby and we've tried everything, or we're skinny and we tried everything, then maybe it's time for us to love each other for who we are, instead of trying to be someone completely different and trying to act different and trying to make yourself believe what other people think of you and what other people should think of you and care what other people think of you. You know, yeah, there's times we should listen, you know, to our elders, because they know the best a lot of times. But it doesn't mean that you got to listen to every single aspect. If you're chubbier, you know what? Okay, girl, that's fine, you know. But don't do it because you're trying to be skinny or you're trying to impress somebody or you're trying to impress the world. No. Do it because, you know what? I want to be healthier. I want that goal of eating healthier. I want that goal of being like healthier body-wise, physically, mentally, emotionally. Not because I'm trying to look like the next Victoria's Secret model. Like, they're beautiful, but that's hard, you know? And I believe that everybody is beautiful in this world, regardless to anything. You know, sometimes, yeah, they may look sort of bad, but that's because they maybe just got to fix themselves a little bit better. You know, like, there's times I wake up and I'm like, oof, I look bad. And there's times I wake up and I'm like, oof, I'm feeling myself today, you know? So, it's okay. But doesn't mean we can't all be kind and sweet to one another. And there's this other guy over there, and he's looking at me like if I'm crazy, guys. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we're all beautiful, we're all perfect, and regardless of the fact, you know, I believe in every single one of you guys. And if we can start being kind to one another and saying one little kind word, and we can put a crown on everybody's head, that's all that matters. Please like, comment on this video. What do you guys think? Subscribe. Bye.